Hey guys, today we are looking at a Chinese air rifle. The model number is XSB2-1. It's a 177 caliber break barrel pellet gun that shoots at about 495 feet per second. First off, let's talk about the purchase. I picked this up at a flea market in Toronto. They had this, which is a break barrel rifle, and they had the other Chinese air rifle, which has a lever like right under the barrel. It goes all the way across the barrel. What you have to do with that one is you pull it down and then it cocks the gun and it exposes the trap to put your pellet in. Probably you guys seen those. Those ones can easily be discharged while putting the pellet in, and they can, you know, cut your finger off while loading. So needless to say, I decided not to get that one and I bought this one. And this was only $55. It's an amazing price for a break barrel pellet gun based on the normal Canadian prices. The average 177 air rifle made by big companies started around $110. And here in Canada, not the same situation in the United States though. I went 2 weeks ago to a Walmart in Buffalo and I saw 800 FPS, 1000 FPS air rifle starting at like $35. I was just amazed at how lucky you guys are on the US. But anyways, on to the next point. So the length is about 42 inches. I'm comparing it to my other guns. So it's shorter. I mean, it's longer than the Crossman 760, which is right here. That's an air gun. This is an SKS, that's an actual gun, and it's longer than the SKS by a couple of inches. But at the top, there's the Remington 870, it's a shotgun, and yeah, the Remington 870 is longer than that. So it's longer than a lot of guns, especially air guns. Okay, so let's talk about weight. It weighs just under 7 pounds. It weighs 6.9 pounds. It's mostly made of metal and wood, which I like. Makes it feel like a real gun, makes it more durable. And according to a lot of people, these will last you a really long time, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's why it's a little bit heavier, because of the materials it's made from. So a Ruger 1022, for example, weighs 5 pounds. So look at that, an air gun weighs more than a real gun. A Remington 870 weighs about 7 to 8 pounds depending on which one you get. An SKS weighs about 8.5 pounds, and the Crossman 760 weighs 2 pounds and 12 ounces. So it's heavier than most air guns and lighter than most real guns. So in conclusion, it's pretty heavy for an air gun. Okay, let's take a quick look at the sights. Sit right there. The rear sights are adjustable. And there's no safety on this, so be very careful. And trigger's right there, obviously, and there's a trigger guard. It's metal. Okay, next thing, how do you load it? Okay, so it's for loading it, it's got this little lock / button thing over here. All you have to do is just press this down and it releases it. You just put your pellet in. Now I like this mechanism because I feel like it's more sturdy. You can avoid things like this from happening. I'll show you. See that with this gun? I move it around a little bit and it just opens. Sometimes while I'm shooting too, so that gets annoying. So once it's down like this, you pull this down all the way. That pulls the piston back, the spring, and you put your pellet in, bring it up, and you fire. That's it. Okay, now some uses. You could use this for target practice. It's really good for target practice. If you want to teach someone about gun safety, it's also good for that. And you can use it for hunting as well, like small game hunting. For example, small birds or rabbits. I wouldn't try anything big like raccoons or even crows. Wouldn't be effective enough to get a clean kill. Okay, now that we're done talking, let's go out and have some fun. Alright guys, first thing we're doing is a power test. So just for comparison, if you want to see what other air guns can do, go to my channel and look at the other air gun reviews and you'll see. Just to see how many bottles this can go through and how many bottles those ones can go through. So let's get started. bottle 1, bottle 2, both sides, and this one is just one side, just went in. Should be in there, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so now we're doing some target practice. I got 3 bottles down there. Forgot to wear glasses on the first shot. Okay. There. Didn't fall down. Okay, next up we got my favorite target, Coke bottles. Nice. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.